Namaste. I am Dr. Hero Badlani from Los Angeles, America. I am happy to present some glimpses of my book, Hinduism, Path of the Ancient Wisdom. The book is especially dedicated to the youth of Hindu diaspora in USA and many other countries across the globe. It will also interest anyone interested in getting authentic information about Hindu religion, culture, and philosophy. The book is non-dogmatic and non-fundamental in nature. It rather emphasizes the essential unity and homogeneity of all the religions. Spiritual teachings, which when practiced in our everyday life to make us more virtuous and peaceful, form the core of the book. These spiritual teachings are in fact very similar in all the religions. All religions propagate compassion, love, non-hurting, truthfulness, avoiding illicit sex, serving, helping, becoming sympathetic and empathetic, respecting others, etc. Without these spiritual teachings, man would be like a lower animal. There simply would be no progress and no civilization. Hinduism is regarded by many as the oldest living religion of the world today. There is evidence that its roots go a long way back in the ancient prehistoric time of the Saraswati Sindhu civilization of India. Keeping the thought of the supreme power in the back of mind, the man then strived to search for answers which would help him to live in harmony and joy. Spiritual teachings thus came to be formed. These became the earliest form of the religious activity of human beings. Hinduism was not started by one single person. It was more in the nature of a conglomeration of the spiritual wisdom of all the existing tribal knowledge. To a very large extent, however, while they all united, they also held a considerable individual identity. This became the bedrock of Hinduism, unity in diversity. Hinduism is therefore considered as a good link between the ancient tribal religious activity and the latter organized forms of the religions. Hinduism also does not have one single book as the sole religious scripture. Rather, many scriptures were compiled in succession from the earliest times. Each scripture manifested a certain degree of evolutionary pattern over the previous one, without, however, defying or antagonizing the same. The old were always respected and revered, but were very subtly modified. This pattern became later also the tradition of the Hindu family system. Over the millennia, this non-dogmatic attitude has prevailed in Hindu society. In recent times, Swami Vivekananda said, Hinduism is not a closed book. Any time something which is considered useful and beneficiary for the human beings may be added to it. Thus, some of the new books of the modern times too are regarded as the minor Upanishads. American philosopher J.B. Pratt made the following relevant remarks. The reason for the immortality of the Vedic religion of Hinduism is that while retaining its spiritual identity, it has been changing its outward form in accordance with the demands of time, and particularly it is the only religion which has been able to meet the challenges of science which governs the thought and life of the modern age.